Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is 17 minutes after 9, time for Ask the Expert. With Kroon Electrical today. Michael Kroon is here to take your telephone calls and answer your questions. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Email us, ottawa.morning@ctv.ca. You can also use Facebook or Twitter to ask a question if you like. But we like the phone calls. That way, Michael, we can speak to people face to face. Sort of.
Sort of speak, yeah.
Yeah.
Really
How
good.
are you?
Yeah. I'm doing fantastic today.
Good.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about a couple of different issues today, but one of the ones that we were talking about earlier was surge protectors and how important that is.
That's correct, yeah.
First of all, explain to me this whole idea of surge protection. What are we protecting? What do we need to do?
Okay, so in a typical house, there's roughly about $20,000 of electronics. Most people think their electronics are, your TV set, your computers, but there's electronics now in dishwashers, ovens. Every single thing your house has electronics.
Yeah, and usually houses are wired.
Exactly.
For whatever purpose.
For whatever purpose. Yeah. So every time there's a hit, so there could be a lightning strike, which is more of a big event, but small events like your fridge turning on and off could be causing some electrical anomalies in your house. And those things cause hits in your house, and then the electronics lifespan decreases dramatically.
Okay.
I'll give you a couple examples in my house. My oven, the control panel blew up. Didn't understand why. We did a study in my house because I got all the tools and stuff, and I realized there was an issue with one of the components in my house. Every time it kick on, it'd have a spike, and it decreased the lifespan of the electronics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This controller for my oven cost me $900. The oven I think cost $1,000, but anyways, it's a different story altogether.
Right.
My computers last a lot less long and so on. So what we decided to do in our house is we decided we'd put some of the stuff here I brought out today to protect the equipment, and everyone's home should have this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I had a similar situation where the condo I was in a few years ago got struck by lightning, and it killed a couple of my... I think it knocked out a TV and some stereo equipment and so on, and done.
It's done.
It fried them.
Exactly.
The TV especially, fried.
Exactly. And if you go to your insurance company, it's tough to get some money from them for this kind of events.
It's a TV, right?
Yeah. But the neat thing is a lot of these components now come with insurance. So if something does break, for example, this unit here, if something's plugged into it and breaks, this is insured up to $100,000.
Right.
So,
okay, this is a Belkin product, and Belkin's famous for all their electronics, and they do a lot of power supplies and
power protectors and UPSs and stuff like that.
So what is this a surge protector?
Okay, now this is a typical example of a surge protection device. And how you know if it's working is the light's got to be on. That's pretty much it. Okay, it's really simple. Yeah. And it has to say that it's grounded. If it's not grounded, this unit doesn't work at all. Okay.
So if you see the not grounded light on, that's not good.
That's bad.
Okay.
That's very bad. Okay.
It has 4 outlets here.
And some on the sides.
4 more on the side.
So there's 1,000 varieties of these things.
Yeah. Well, this one's good because the 3-prong plug, sometimes they don't fit in the top, and these are spaced.
Yeah, and you can put your electronics and stuff, those big transformers on the side.
So this is designed to protect you?
It's designed to protect the equipment that's plugged into it.
Right.
And I don't know how you could plug in $100,000 of equipment into it. But
not into that one,
no. But that's the way it works.
Now, this is more of another Belkin product, but more of a standard looking, this is a
The reason I brought that one out is because a lot of people have something similar to this, but they're not protected, number one, and number two, all it does is it multiplies the amount of outlets you have, but doesn't protect you, and often they're not CSA approved.
Right.
If
There's no protection in this?
I'm saying this one specifically, yes, but a lot of them we see do not.
Okay.
A lot of them are not even CSA approved. So if you bought something like that, say at the dollar store, or I don't want to comment about the dollar store, but like a place where it's you paid 88 cents for something like that. Look in the back of it, make sure it's CSA approved, okay, or ULC approved.
This one is?
That one is, obviously. And if it's not, just throw it out because it's not. It's very dangerous.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
And they're cheap anyway.
Right. This product here was $9. And if you look at the top of it, there's 2 lights. One will tell you if the system's grounded.
2 green lights right here.
Yeah, and then the other one will tell you if you're protected or not.
Nice.
Yeah.
2 green lights are up here.
Yeah.
And you've got 6 outlets that you can put in.
Yeah, exactly.
And so on.
So that's the kind of the second level of protection you want.
Okay.
I also brought this out because we see a lot of these things in people's homes. Everyone has one of these, long cord with just an end like this on it. Okay. First off, there's no ground on these things, and that's fine if you're plugging in light fixtures or something small. But if you have a ground that's supposed to go in, you should not use these products. Okay.
And by ground, you mean the 3rd prong?
The 3rd prong, yeah. This prong here, what you see.
That's the ground.
Yeah. So if you can't plug it into this, I see a lot of people cut this off, or even this one here is set up so you could actually plug it in, but you don't want to plug anything in that has a ground in.
Okay.
Okay. Number 2. is you want to make sure that this thing is UL approved as well. I see a lot of these things that are not UL approved.
No, again, your dollar store variety of.
Exactly. And the third thing is I see people put these under carpets or in places where people walk on. These are not made to walk on. Okay? So.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be walking on these things because they're going to break. Okay, they're very small gauge wire.
What should we
inside.
do with those? Because I just found 4 of those in a closet I was cleaning out.
Yeah. Well,
should
first
I throw
off,
them out?
If they're not UL, there's a little. You should be a little sticker on it. If you can't find the sticker, throw them out.
I guarantee they won't.
Okay. So number 1, throw them out. Number 2, if you're using these as a permanent installation, call someone in, put some receptacles where you need them. Okay. This should only be a temporary
Gotcha.
thing. Okay.
You've also got some other things. We're going to take a break first, and we'll examine these. But these are along the same lines to protect your home from.
Yeah, these are level 1.
From
This is
trouble.
kind of level 2 where you do it at the source, but
Okay.
this is done right at the panel.
Okay.
At the incoming.
We'll talk more about that.
Okay.
And a lot of people had questions about
The thermal camera.
The thermal camera and
Yeah.
what you do in people's homes. We'll talk about that as well coming up.
Exactly.
If you've got questions for Kroon Electrical, Michael's here to answer them. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Email us, Facebook us, tweet us, whatever you like, and we'll try and answer your questions for you. If you're looking for Kroon Electrical, they're in Cumberland on Bella Vista Drive. There's the phone number and there's the website. 9:23, a quick break. We're back with our second segment of Ask the Expert. Kroon Electrical next.